Alright, so let's just start off this YouTube video, this Twitch stream, whatever the fuck this becomes. So I'm just gonna go through what I want and what I think is going to happen for the 3.0 wish list. Some general info is that the patch is most likely coming 24th April or close to that. The official announcement we basically got just said, oh, it's coming before the end of April. The reason why people think it's gonna come 24th of April is, or close to that, is because it was recently announced by the Persona 5 The Royal. Persona 5 The Royal was basically announced, which is a remake or re-release of Persona 5, probably for the Switch, almost certainly for the Switch. And we're gonna get more info and Joker's coming before the end of April with 3.0 patches. So yeah, most likely we're getting the patch at that point. We haven't really gotten any info. They basically said we'll know more about it at a later date. We don't really know. Most likely something that's like prediction. So a prediction based on leak is female Joker or female version or female Persona character. Basically, it was data mined that, yeah, there was going to be an alternate costume that used the ponytail, like bone in the game files, and the character has a ponytail. So yeah, most likely we'll be able to play this girl right here. So that's my prediction, at least. I think it would make a lot of sense. It would be good advertisement for the new game. It's just a win-win, and it probably won't take that much. Now, it would be really cool if it's an Echo with actual slight changes, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think they're gonna have identical movesets. So I guess we'll make a wish list as well. Another two predictions based on leaks or data mining is going to be almost certainly a stage builder and a home run contest. Those files were basically added, and so I think they're gonna be in there, and I really hope they are in there. Okay, so that's my prediction. Basically, that they are in fact coming. It will make a lot of sense. A lot of people have been missing those game modes. So hopefully we'll get that. I think it would be very cool. I just hope they're done well. So my wish list, I will add, first off, a home run contest, co-op home run contest. I think that's a really cool feature, doing it with your friends and online. So you can play co-op online home run contest. I think that would be super cool. Another big, so the stage builder I think is the thing with by far the most potential. I mean, we've seen how much you can do with Mario Maker, so it would be really fucking cool if we get a actual proper stage builder for Smash. And what I really want is, obviously, for stage builder, these are going to be like a couple. So shareable / downloadable stages. So you can just input something and then you will get the full stage. I think that would be really fucking cool, and I think, you know, it would both be really cool and it should be in. I feel like having a stage builder in 2019 and not being able to share your stages would be so stupid. Secondly, play. I know Nintendo, I know this is hard. Please. I think this one is not gonna happen actually. That's what we call it, a wish list online. I'm fine with only battle arenas, okay? But please, give us a good fucking heavily customizable stage builder that can change like ceilings, slants, like all that shit. Please, that would be so good. And let us play those fucking stages online, please. I don't think this will happen. This one will not happen, but I would be very happy. This is actually a really big one, I just realized. So this is kind of something that's a wish list. Okay, I guess I'll make this its own point. Break the targets game mode. I think break the targets game mode should absolutely be in, and there should be a few generic stages. But more importantly, like be able to make your own in stage builder. I think that would be so fucking good. Like break the targets plus stage builder plus shareable online plus co-op. That would be so fucking good, man. Please. It would add so much single player content to these games, and so it's probably never gonna happen. But I can fucking dream, goddammit. I can fucking dream, and it would take so little from Nintendo. It would take so fucking little to make a decent stage builder. I mean, they already have one in-house, guaranteed. Just make it more accessible, add some UI, add break the targets back in. We know that you know how to do this. We know that you know how to do HRC. Online, more online stuff is coming later. I don't want to start off this Wishlist with just whining about the online, but yes, of course the online needs to be better. Okay, Wishlist. This is actually a big one. So now we're gonna go into Joker. Joker's stage, neutral, and legal. Okay. This is a dream, but it's my fucking wish list, so I'm gonna put it. Small ceiling, but bigger than WarioWare. No fucking slants. Let us get one more small stage with no fucking slants. No fucking bullshit. Unique platform layout, good but not required. Mainly just so that we can play and have Persona music in tournaments. It would be so good. Please, I care more about that than Joker being good. Stage name got leaked a while ago. What is it? Mementos? This is another big one. I know you don't do this for Bayonetta, but please just give us the just give us the lyrics, man. Give us the fucking lyrics. This is another one. I think this is a given. Well, we should be able to use Layer Cake as the menu music. Like, imagine just turning on some Ultimate. And like, you're still playing the shitty fucking online. But now you're searching with this song. And everything's just good. You pick Joker, he's bottom tier, you don't give a shit. Just imagine. Just fucking imagine. How good. And you know what, while we're on it. Please, it's been 3 months. Anyone that's gonna complete World of Light has already completed it. Don't make us play 20 fucking hours of classic mode battles. Fucking menu themes. And there's not even that many. Now, someone asked a very compelling question. If you could use Persona 5 music in menu theme, would I complete World of Light to change it? There's so many good ones, dude. No, correction. I would hire someone to do it for me. Alternatively, sub-goal it. Basically the same thing. Hiring myself to do it. In fact, you can subscribe. If you subscribe right this second, I will count it towards the getting Persona 5 music menu theme World of Light run. Sorry, give him a Glock or at least a gun. It'd be really fucking funny. You know how there's special enemies in Persona that are weak to guns? Just make every fucking character weak to guns except for Pokemon Trainer. Especially Olimar. If you hit Olimar in the nose, he just disintegrates. He gets like dusted. And like you shoot Olimar, he like falls down, starts fading away. And you do an all-out attack on him, but instead of it being like you and your teammates, it's like you and the Pikmins. It's like your reign of terror is finally over. They just get back on it. You fucking abused me. I don't even remember my name. My name's Lawrence, bitch. Make it happen, guys. So another thing, no counter. Please, Nintendo, think of a way to make a character without just giving them a counter. If I sort of I will hunt Sakurai down if they make him a shitty Robin but with a counter instead of Robin's shitty down B move. Woo! I will be mad. I think the coolest thing would be if he's actually like very agile and stealthy and like has like dash moves. Like, what if his side B is like a dash where he's like, you know how he jumps from like different covers in the Persona games, and then he like jumps on top of your back, like he attacks your back. Make that dash be able to go through people as well, and just make him really high mobility, and then stab him in the fucking back with your dagger that is not a sword. And then also make him able to, if you can't use the dash, just make him able to use the Glock. I think so. Here's my thing. I think even if he is Bayonetta 2.0, I think because there's enough patches left, like they were nerfing Bayonetta, but they just didn't have time. Like they only got one Bayo patch, right? I feel like if Smash 4 continued, Bayonetta would eventually been normalized. So I'm not actually that scared for broken DLC characters. Can we just make this a positive video for slash stream for once? I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna do that. Alright? You already know how garbage it is. You already know. If you're in this stream, if you're watching my YouTube channel and you don't know how bad how garbage the online is, look at Sierra's video, look at my earlier one. It's so bad, it's not acceptable at all. It's actually killing the casual scene and the pro scene. Training mode improvements. Like record feature, playback, make them able to spam different moves, not just neutral B and side smash. Like, you know, general training mode. Like, look at any decent training mode these days. Okay, balance changes. Okay, so first off, I will do like this. This is not really going to be predictions. I don't think it's interesting to try to predict what they're going to do balance change wise at all. So we're going to go with what I would do, okay? Okay, and then we're going to also be doing general gameplay fixes. So the approach I would take to this patch, now that the game has been out for a bit, is look at the game and try to see trends. What is a bit too oppressive? What kind of gameplay do we not like? What's not working? What is working? For me, I think this is a far more important part than actual balance changes. I don't think that this game is that unbalanced. And the problem with nerfing characters this early is that I don't think the risk of how little we know is worth nerfing anyone more than the absolute like top tiers. I think far more important is to steer the game into a general better direction and then eventually adjust everyone to fit that mold, basically. I'm not gonna so this is something I wish they could remove the buffer, but remove or change / fix the buffer. This is a very big one. Very big one. It makes so much of the game a lot worse. Please make it work with short hops. Make it, you know, actually work in general. Less input lag would be nice, but that's probably not realistic. So add short hop control option, add buffer control option. Both of these will be really fucking good and not hard at all. If you could decide whether or not to have the hold buffer, it would be so nice. We're not gonna like look too much at C-stick nair and stuff like that. More options. What do I mean by more options, right? More rule set. Hazardless on stage select. Turn rage on or off. So I think this is gonna be kind of like controversial, but turn ledge trumping / edge hogging on or off. I think this would be a great way to truly make this the ultimate Smash game. Let us choose if you want ledge trumping or edge hogging. I sincerely believe that ledge trumping, more than anything, is just to make 8-player Smash viable, not really to make the game better at all. Ledge hogging is, in my opinion, so clearly a better thing in general, especially for competitive play. It's so much deeper. It allows so many more characters to flourish. Yeah, you know what? It won't help Lil Mac, but nothing will help Lil Mac. So stop fucking balancing your arguments around the fact that Lil Mac will be even worse. The problem with ledge trumping essentially is two framing and ledge trumping is not good enough of an option to edge guard low recoveries. Remove or increase two framing window. So basically, two framing is incredibly inconsistent and basically random when playing against people that are decent and have a recovery we can slightly mix up. There's no consistent way in this game to two frame characters unless you're like using an active hitbox, which is usually not, like an extremely active hitbox is usually not available for most characters in most situations. Yeah, Flame Breath with Bowser and Charizard can work, but you don't really get any reward for that. Generally in this game, when you try to two frame someone, it's basically high risk, like low chance of working, but if you do hit it, you know, like they might die, like Wolf down smash. But if they get the edge, then you might get punished for it. It's basically random when you play against a very good players, and both of you guys know the timing mix-ups. you kind of just slightly delay the way you grab the edge, and yeah, it's not consistent. I would rather have it either be increased so you can consistently hit it. If you read their timing, you can always hit it. If you don't read their timing, you'll never hit it, or you remove it altogether. But if you remove it altogether, you need to nerf going low and grabbing the edge some other way, like reducing magnet hands, sweet spots, and so on. I fucking hate ledge trumping and ledge sharing in general. I think it works so badly. If we can't, like, I would say like this, if we can't remove ledge trumping, then make spikes better. The game works better in my opinion with good spikes. I think honestly more moves need to be like Ivysaur Downer. Maybe not quite as good, obviously. I think Ivysaur Downer is a little bit too good against slow recoveries. But against top tiers, I've never ever felt that Ivysaur Downer is a broken move, because most of the top tiers have a lot of timing mix-ups and a lot of different options to get back, and it instead turns into like a really good option, but something they can definitely play around. So make more characters spikes way better if you do want to keep two framing or you know, the edge as the same way. Yeah, obviously I don't like rage either, so we don't really need to talk too much about that. In general, remove, nerf / tune recoveries. So some recoveries in this game I feel like are way too good. No, just nerf recoveries. In general, overall, I think recoveries are too good in this game, and there's a lot of matchups where one character can basically never edge guard the other opponent unless they're super far off stage, whereas the other character can almost always edge guard or consistently at least have a chance of killing them off stage. And I personally feel like it sways matchups a fuck ton. It's not very common in this game for one character to destroy the other one in neutral, because a lot of characters share similar short hops, dash speeds, ground moves, and so when you play against like Inkling Pichu, Pikachu, Peach, or whatever the fuck with an amazing recovery, yet you play a character that they can edge guard, it's extremely hard for you to beat them so many more times in neutral, that the fact that they can have like a 30, 50, even 25% chance of killing you every time they hit you off stage in a game that's relatively hard to kill in, it's too big of a deal basically. And I don't like that edge guarding is so matchup specific. It should be better as a whole, and it should be not in the case where, if I play Chrom against someone with a counter, I can't recover. It's just impossible. If I play Little Mac against someone, it should be more where like everyone has a chance, but obviously there's going to be characters with better and worse recoveries. But make it a bit more like even, and make it more mix-up based rather than just like, well, you play a character and I have a good counter against your character and now you can't recover. If you don't agree with edge hogging, you're allowed to have your opinion, but it is wrong. Anyway, general thing, buff grabs, make them more consistent with airborne opponents, especially grabs versus airborne opponents, and some moves just make grabs whiff randomly. Like if Inkling fairs my shield point blank with Roy, sometimes my grab will just miss. If Inkling rollers my shield as Roy, the grab will just miss point blank even though they're running into me. Like grabs are just so bad. The fact that they are giving less follow-ups, less range, less airborne range by like 2 times, like it's almost non-existent in the air. Worse pivot grabs, and there's more lag to it if you whiff. Like it's too much of a nerf. I think grabs are almost useless for many characters in this game, and I feel like the game would just be a lot better if they're more consistent, at least, even if they're not better, and that they work a bit more against airborne opponents so they don't feel like they randomly whiff. Removing C-axis I don't think is realistic, although I wish the game was just programmed without C-axis in mind. I don't think it adds anything. That said, I guess we could add it for a rule set option, but it's so unrealistic, it's never gonna happen. But make every stage 2D, I think would be a really easy change for them to implement. That would actually be really good. Like make every stage like Duck Hunt. I think that would actually be super dope. How do I feel about running through people? I want it to be changed, but I don't think it's going to be changed. General gameplay changes, like add more options to get down/use platforms. This is never gonna happen either. I already know it's not going to happen, but it would be really nice if we had shield dropping in. The fucked up thing is that the first time they actually add a way to consistently shield drop, which is by holding two buttons, you can like angle your shield anyway. They remove shield dropping. It would be so perfect if you just held two shield buttons, press down, and you would shield drop on. Like, in my opinion, I think the game will be kind of whack if you can instantly shield drop as soon as you can jump. Some characters will have really fucking fast out of shield options. Like, imagine like Roy or Lucina shield drop up airing out of shield on a platform. Like, I think that would be a bit too ridiculous, but to be able to do it out of initial dash, or to be able to drop through the startup frames of your dash, just in general, just movement options in general for platforms, I think would be really good. And one thing that I would think would be really nice, that's never gonna happen, but I think would be really nice, is let us wave on all platforms. It would solve so many of these issues. Please fix Found on Dreams. I think fixing Found on Dreams and like bug fixing and stuff like that is obvious. Of course they should. Of course they should. Change voices to English, Japanese. That's good. Never gonna happen. At least we can change it.